As we get closer to June and the launch of Update 46 for PC and console in the Elder Scrolls Online, one question that is always on everyone's mind is how to make gold this patch. In this video, I'm going to go over all the ways that you can farm for gold when Update 46 launches. So make sure you watch the entire video so you know all the methods and can start preparing now to make the most gold when the update launches. As always, if you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button on the video, it helps me keep making videos just like this. So hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Now I just want to mention that since we are going Update 46, this video is going to have some spoilers as I'm going to be showing some footage that I took on the PTS on where I think some of the best places to farm for some of the items I'm going to go over here. So if you don't want any spoilers about the zone, now would be a good time to stop the video. If you're still here, get ready to dive into Solstice. As always, when we have a new patch launching, there's going to be several items from this zone that are going to sell for a lot of gold right when the update comes out. The first of those is the overland sets from the zone. If you get into Solstice right away, start farming these sets, you can sell them in guild traders or in the zone chat for a decent chunk of gold because most people don't have them, and people who don't have the DLC will be looking to buy them as well, and just anyone looking to complete their sticker book fairly quickly. So this is a great way to make gold right off the bat. You can post any gear you get right away, make money off of it, and then buy them back after the zone has been out for a bit, or just keep farming and eventually you'll hit your own sticker book as well. So a great way to start making money right off the bat. We also have brand new furnishings that come out with this new zone, and there are some fun ways to get them. 68 of them can be found across the Solstice zone. So that means killing enemies, looting boxes, doing just about anything in the game. You might stumble upon one of these new furnishing plans. So if you find something similar to the theme of the housing as you go around Solstice, make sure you double check the price in the trader because you could have stumbled upon $1 million plan. Especially right when the update releases, these plans are going to sell for quite a bit of money, and they tend to keep their value even as the DLC has been released until there's some kind of event or something like that that floods the market, such as with Westweald. When we had the Westweald event, the Colovian plans went down slightly, but they are still selling for a decent chunk of gold, so that kind of tells you that a lot of players who are into housing will be looking for these plans, so something to list in the traders as soon as possible to make the most gold. You can also find 5 specifically from Solstice's Antiquities bonus loot. So similar to how some of those Westweald plans that came out with the last update can be found digging up antiquities in specific zones, they're keeping this going here with the Solstice Antiquity bonus loot. So again, you might be trying to level up antiquities. This looks like it's going to be a smaller zone, so maybe you're sick of Artaeum. You want to head to Solstice anyway, so you're leveling this up as you go. Well, if you get some bonus loot that has some of these plans, it could be worth selling them because they will likely be worth a ton of gold. They are also bringing back fishing in this zone to have furnishing plans. Now they did this in Necrom, but this was not present in Westweald. There are 4 plans that can be found in algae-laden support packs, which can be fished up in Solstice. Having sharps out will likely increase your chance to get one of these packs as it does in Necrom, so something to keep in mind here. And again, these are going to sell for a lot of gold, unless these algae packs are really easy to get, but even then, when it first launches, you'll still make money on these plans. There are 14 plans that come from pickpocketing. Now we just finished up the mini crime wave event, so hopefully you got some practice, even if it's just on your main tune, so you can put that practice to use in Solstice when it comes out. Now there's a couple different zones, including Westweald, where pickpocketing can earn you unique rewards such as furnishing plans. So I'm happy to see that Solstice is also going to have this because it's kind of fun to go around and pickpocket people. You can also find 12 furnishings in those algae-laden support packs, so not just the plans, but furnishings that are special as well, so something to keep in mind there. You can also find 11 unique furnishings from the Solstice treasure map chests. Now this is huge. Treasure maps often have leads and special items in the zone, so selling those treasure maps right away as soon as you get them is another excellent way to make a ton of gold, and treasure maps tend to retain their value as well. You can see this in the Deadlands, the Necrom, and Apocrypha treasure maps still keeping their value even those DLCs have been out for a couple of years now, and the Westfield treasure maps still sell for a decent chunk of gold as well. And that's the latest DLC. It's been out for over a year. So selling these treasure maps, especially if you're not interested in the furnishings or other loot that you can get in them, is a great way to make some gold. And last but not least, you can find 8 from alchemy and clothier resource nodes, and 2 from blacksmithing and jewelry resource nodes in Solstice. So some more bonus reasons here to go resource hunting in Solstice. I think other than Craglorn to get the Nerd Crux, there's not really any incentive to farm in a specific zone. Maybe Stormhaven if you're trying to get those Beacon of Tower Zero for the lighting your house. But this could be another fun way to farm for some reagents and get some furnishings on the side. So now that you know how to make gold, where are the best places to farm for these items? Well, I did a speed through the zone, and though I didn't complete any of the story quests, which sometimes can open up areas that are good to farm, I did find a couple of places that I think would make great places to start. The first place to do regular looting, meaning for furnishing plans, you have a higher chance for them to drop if it's not stealing. So I looked for places where you could loot containers without it being considered stolen goods. And the first place I found was the Broken Light Temple. This temple is found in the northern area of Western Solstice, and it has a ton of urns that are very high elf Somerset style. Now you do have to complete part of the quest in order to access this area, but it was pretty quick to get in, and then if you want to complete the quest, you certainly can to open up more areas and more urns. But even if you just do a sweep around this first area here, the best part about it is if you leave the door, it does have a load screen, so it means it replaces all of the items in the urns each time you enter and exit. I really like this area. It had a ton of urns to locate, and the story was pretty fun to play through as well, so I had a good time going around. There's not too many enemies in here, which is also something I look for because it can be a pain to have to knock down mobs to go looting. Once you get past the gatekeeping skeever, you're free to loot as you please. So if you just want to do the loop, grab what you can, exit the door, and re-enter. This has more urns to loot than even the Outcast Inn that we have been farming in Westfield, so I was excited to see this place and all the urns. I also found Corlantha Manor, which is south of the Sunport Way Shrine and City. This mansion is very cool. It has a haunting kind of ghosty vibe, and I'm assuming that there's going to be some kind of story quest here. There was another quest that I didn't do, so I don't know the story behind it. But there are also lots of lootable items in here, trunks, backpacks, urns as well. There are some limited enemies in here, and I didn't go into the crypts because they seemed pretty expansive and I didn't see any lootable containers when I went down there and took a brief look. I think you can stick to the manor, and this also has a loading screen as you exit, another great place to loot. Now, in terms of pickpocketing, you could always pickpocket in Sunport. You can break into somebody's house, go into safe boxes, all that good stuff, just like you could for any other city. But I did like that Shore Stand, which is a city on the most western side of Western Solstice, had a lot of buildings, and it seemed like there was only one guard patrolling the town. So I think this could be a really good place to pickpocket without having to worry about getting caught too much. Although Sunport does have the Thieves' Den, so if you want to work toward that achievement or just have an easy place to empty your pockets, then Sunport might be the better location. But if you're just looking to pickpocket as much as possible without having to worry about getting caught, then Shore Stand might be a better alternative. That's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you're super excited about Update 46. I, for one, am very excited about these furnishing plans, and I definitely want to get a couple for myself, and I'm hoping to make some gold by selling some of the other ones. If you have any areas that you are looking forward to farming and are willing to share, let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new tips and tricks, and these, of course, are just the areas I found. There could be some better ones once we get into a deeper dive, but I'm really looking forward to getting more involved when the update comes out and exploring Solstice. I want to give a shout out to my members. I really appreciate your support, as well as anyone who has subscribed or liked the video. I really appreciate any support. It's all really helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.